Michael. Welcome to the travel plan. Today we're in beautiful Rome, visiting the Pantheon. So I'm here at Piazza Navona, a beautiful square in the middle of Rome. And because it's centrally located, it's the best place to start our walk. So if all you want to do is visit the Pantheon, it's about 5 minutes from here. However, if you want to see a few more sites, then I've organized a walk that includes an additional 4 sites in addition to the Pantheon. So those include Palazzo Altemps, the Piazza di San Luigi de Francesi, the Church of Santa Maria della Maddalena, the Pantheon, and then we'll finish at Largo de Torre, Argentina. So why don't we start? Our first stop will be Palazzo Altemps. To reach Palazzo Altemps, head north from Piazza Navona along Via Agonale and cross Piazza di Tor Sanguigna. Upon crossing, walk along Piazza di Sant'Apollinare and Palazzo Altemps will be on your immediate left. This is Palazzo Altemps. So this palace was built in the late 15th century and it was acquired by Marco Sirico Altemps in 1568, who, by the way, was the nephew of Pope Pius IV. The palace is a gem of Renaissance style, with its peaceful courtyard, its arched loggias, and its structured staircase. Inside, you'll find a curated collection of Greek and Roman statues, many restored during the 16th and 17th centuries. Among the highlights is the famous Ludovisi Aries, a Roman copy of a Greek statue showing the god of war in a rare moment of calm. The museum also houses a Ludovisi throne, a mysterious 3-sided marble relief thought to depict Aphrodite rising from the sea. You'll also find mythological statues, sarcophagi, and portraits of emperors, each presented in elegant, atmospheric rooms. Palazzo Altemps explores the history of how ancient sculptures were rediscovered, reassembled, and interpreted during the Renaissance and Baroque periods. It's a reminder that in Rome, even lesser-known palaces can contain some of the most extraordinary pieces of classical art in the world. I hope you enjoyed Palazzo Altemps, where ancient Rome meets Renaissance Rome. Our next stop, Piazza di San Luigi de Francesi. It's about a 5-minute walk from here. As you exit Palazzo Altemps, make a left along Via di Sant'Agostino. Then make a right on Via della Scrofa and continue straight as it turns into Piazza di San Luigi de Francesi. The Church San Luigi de Francesi will be on your right-hand side. Standing here at Piazza San Luigi de Francesi. The main feature of the square is the Church of San Luigi de Francesi, or St. Louis of the French, the national church of France and Rome. The church was completed in the late 1500s, funded in part by Catherine de' Medici and dedicated to King Louis XIV of France. The interior is a Baroque masterpiece, but the real draw is the Contarelli Chapel, which houses 3 major paintings by Caravaggio. Caravaggio's triptych here depicts the scenes from the life of St. Matthew, including his calling, inspiration, and martyrdom. The most famous of the 3 is the Calling of St. Matthew. Known for its dramatic lighting and ordinary figures, considered a turning point in Western art. The chapel is free to enter, though dimly lit, you may need a coin to illuminate the paintings for a few minutes. The piazza itself is small but charming, often filled with students and local life tucked away just behind Piazza Navona. As you exit San Luigi de Francesi, make a right on Piazza di San Luigi de Francesi and continue straight as it becomes Via della Dogana Vecchia. Then make a left on Piazza di Sant'Eustachio, and the Church Sant'Eustachio will be on your left side. I'm here at the Church Sant'Eustachio, just a block away from Piazza di San Luigi de Francesi. This church is named after a Roman general who converted to Christianity after seeing a vision of the crucifix between the stag's antler, As a result, the deer has become a symbol of this neighborhood, Rio de Sant'Eustachio, and it can be seen on fountains and plaques nearby. I hope you enjoyed Piazza San Luigi de Francesi. Our next stop, the church Santa Maria della Maddalena. It's about 3-4 minutes from here. As you exit Sant'Eustachio, make a left onto Via della Palombella. Then make a left on Via della Rotonda. As you reach Piazza della Rotonda, cross diagonally to your right and continue along Via del Pantheon, and Santa Maria Maddalena will be on your right-hand side. Here in front of the Church of Santa Maria della Maddalena. This church was built in the 17th and 18th century and is one of the few churches in Rome with a Rococo-style facade. So it's very floral and playful, distinctly different from all the other churches in Rome, which are either Baroque or classical. Yes. So the curved, almost whimsical architecture of the facade is sometimes credited to Borromini, but no one actually knows who the architect is of this church. The church is dedicated to Mary Magdalene, often depicted in Christian art as a symbol of repentance and faith. The square itself is lined with small cafes and pastel-colored buildings, making it a favorite for artists, Instagrammers, and locals who want a quiet break from nearby tourist hotspots. I hope you enjoyed the Church of Santa Maria della Maddalena. Our next stop, the Pantheon. It's about 2 minutes from here. As you exit Santa Maria Maddalena, make a left onto Via del Pantheon, which will lead you directly to the Pantheon. I'm standing here in front of the Pantheon, a really beautiful building. The Pantheon was originally built in 27 BC by Marcus Agrippa. The building we see here before us today was rebuilt by Emperor Hadrian during 118 to about 125 AD. That inscription that you see in the front says Marcus Agrippa, son of Lucius, made this during his third consulate. So the name Pantheon means all gods, suggesting that the original temple was dedicated to the full Roman Pantheon. An interesting fact about the Pantheon is that it has the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world, measuring in over 43 meters. Miraculously, it has never fallen down. The oculus at the top of the dome is open to the sky and serves as the building's only source of natural light. The Pantheon's geometry is also perfect. The height from the floor to the oculus equals the diameter of the dome, forming a perfect sphere inside. The interior was once covered in bronze and marble. Some of the bronze was stripped by Pope Urban VIII to build the baldachin in St. Peter's Basilica. Inside, you'll also find the tombs of Raphael, King Victor Emmanuel II, and King Umberto I, making this not only a church, but a national shrine. The piazza outside features a 16th century fountain by Giacomo della Porta, later topped with an Egyptian obelisk from the Temple of Ra in Heliopolis. The square is known for its vibrant energy, street musicians, open-air dining, and postcard-perfect views of the dome at sunset. Despite its fame, the Pantheon is still a functioning church, Basilica of St. Mary and the Martyrs, and it continues to hold mass and even weddings. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful building. Our next stop is the Largo de Torre, Argentina, which is about 5 minutes from here. As you exit the Pantheon, you make a left, then a left on Via della Rotonda. and continue straight as it becomes Via di Torre Argentina. When you reach Corso Vittorio Emanuele, cross the street and Largo di Torre Argentina will be on your left-hand side. Here at the Largo di Torre Argentina. So this is a sunken archaeological site that contains the remains of 4 Republican-era temples, dating back to the 4th and 2nd century BC. So this site was uncovered in 1927 during Mussolini's urban renewal efforts. This is the site where it's believed that Julius Caesar was assassinated in the Curia de Pompei, which was just adjacent to these temples. Caesar wasn't killed in the Roman Forum as many people believe, but he was stabbed here by senators as he was walking into just what was supposed to be another regular meeting. Now, you can't actually walk through the temples, but the views from the elevated sidewalks give a great panoramic view of all of the temples. I hope you enjoyed our route today, with the main attraction being the Pantheon. If you liked our video, please like and subscribe, and as always, step by step, let's explore together. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.